There is a wise voice inside of you. You ever listen to it? Lenny Wennerstrom with you, and I am here to help you find your purpose. And one of the tools that I use with Dr. Shad Helmstetter's blessing is his book. I read a passage every single day to you from his book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. So let's read the passage for today. It's going to be a quick one today because I still have a lot I need to get done. It's late. It's almost dark. I'm so glad you can still see me. I hope you can still see me. So here is for June 20th. It's day 172, 194 days left in the year. We are on the countdown. We are always on the countdown because we are counting down to December 31st. I don't know if I'll start back up again in 25. But we've had such a good run this far since November of last year. So here is the passage for June 20th. I listen to the quiet voice within me that is wise, caring, understanding, and always there when I choose to listen. When I choose to listen, choice. Listen to the words very, very carefully because there's a lot of awesomeness and empowerment in them. I go to a quiet place in my mind, ask my question in clear, simple words, and wait for an answer. When I ask my question, wait with patience and listen carefully, the answer always comes. The answer always comes. When I ask my question and wait with patience, the answer always comes. And it does because you have all the answers within. So now we're going to go, we're going to turn it around. Ready? You listen to the quiet voice within you that is wise, caring, understanding, and always there when you choose to listen. You go to a quiet place in your mind, ask your question in clear, simple words, and wait for an answer. When you ask your question, wait with patience and listen carefully. The answer always comes. And it does. It's amazing. So I did have a comment on one of my shorts. I think it was my short from yesterday, day before. And the question was like, how do I deal with fear? And this was around, what was it? I don't know. I wrote a really long answer to it because that's how I do things. I like to give as much as I possibly can. And so I wrote a good answer. And I was going to talk more about fear tonight. And it's just I'm a little bit out of time and a little bit on the tired side. So I will address it. And I think what I'm going to start doing, and it might be that, oh my gosh, I think there's a bird. Wait, hold on. Oh, I have to show you this. Look at this. See if you can see this. Can you see that thing on the, I don't know if you can see it. See it? I was like, what's moving on the flowers? I don't know what it is. It's like a butterfly moth type thing. There are some interesting animals and insects around here that I've not ever seen before. But anyway, back to fear. It's still there working on the flowers. It's a pollinator. So back to fear. Basically in a nutshell, fear holds us back. It's our mindset is limited, and we are not limited. And fear, and when I talk about fear, I'm talking about fear, and I'll go into this much more deeply. And if you want to go look at the short, I think it was from 2 or 3. I don't get a whole lot of comments. I would love to see more, but I loved that one because it was a very valid question about fear. And it's what was it? And it was really how to move yourself forward with something. But anyway, the whole point, it was from like 2 nights ago or 3. But the point is, fear is an emotion that it stops us. And it's because we feel like there's a threat. And we don't have saber-toothed tigers chasing us at every moment any longer. And so a lot of these fears are made up in our mind. And so I will do an actual video on that. And yes, I will do an extra video. So, or an actual, a video on that. So I know I kind of, I kind of went through things because I was thinking, how can I address this a little more quickly? But I will address it in a video because I think that fear is such a valid concept to talk about, and it can be very real in the 3D world. In the 3D world, there are things, it can be a very dangerous place. We can get hit by a truck. Somebody can do something really awful to our physical bodies or something. But spiritually, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that can hurt us because we are light beings. There's no threat at all spiritually. Yet here on planet Earth, as peeparoos, I mean, we can feel and touch, and pain is no fun. So, and especially the anticipation of pain, that's like even worse. In fact, I'm writing in my email today, I'm talking about procrastination. Man, you talk about like building up stories in your head. Procrastination, that's fear too. And usually procrastination, oh, that's what I was talking about. It was procrastination. It was my short on procrastination. That's what it was. Because it builds up, and procrastination, a lot of times that's based on fear of failure, fear that somebody won't approve, fear of you're not accepted, fear of, that something had happened in the past. And we know neuroplasticity, we know that in the brain, it's because there's something that programs, it's negative programming since the time we were born. It's something, that it's just our programs. It's based on our programs that something could possibly hurt us. And so we avoid it at all costs. We don't even know. We don't even know what's going on. It could be that 90 something percent in our subconscious mind, which it probably is. Oh, and I want to talk about that too. Okay. Well, now I'm going on and on. Um, it's just remind me. Somebody said something, somebody said something about that positive self-talk doesn't work. And if it's a Pollyanna positive self-talk, that person is absolutely true. And along with affirmations, they really don't help you because you're not, because it is the rule of repetition that is the difference. The more something is repeated, the more it gets wired into your brain. So if it's not repeated and you're just seeing like on your mirror or something, I still have affirmations. I love them. They remind me, they help me to become aware of things. Yet they're not repeated. So, and they're usually general and not precise, specific directions to your brain. So now I kind of really went all over the place, and I think what I'll do is just close this out, let you know that I will speak to fear in a separate video, and thank the individual that commented. I am so grateful. I love questions. I love the engagement. I love the caring. And I love when you share my videos. I really do. It really helps me to get the message that we are unlimited beings, that we can do, be, change absolutely anything that we want to. We are incredibly powerful, and we have unlimited potential, which so many of us have not even gotten even close to that because of our negative self-talk, the negative things that we are telling ourselves. So when we can rewire our brains to that positive self-talk of we can do and all these things, then and rewire over the strongest programs, which are currently negative, then the 77% or more, then we can find success in every single area of our lives. And that's the message. That is a message. It's a message of hope, and it's a message of can do, and it's a message that, can you imagine if all of us were happy and had our brains rewired to knowing that we could do absolutely anything, that we were unlimited. There'd be no more comparitis. There'd be no more procrastination, because we'd be on our path. We'd have our purpose. Remember, this is all about finding your purpose. What I do here, and finding your purpose, like that gives you direction, and so you're not comparing yourself to others because you are on your path. You are on with the boat, with the rudder. You're on it and making tracks in making waves because you're in a boat with a very good, strong rudder, and you're making your life work for yourself. And so, what a beautimous world this would be. And can you imagine all the children, if all the children were listening to this self-talk that Dr. Shad Helmstetter, it's a self-talk, it's a language. If they were all listening to it from the very beginning, like that 0 to 7 program is for kids from 0 to 7 years of age, and it's all about self-esteem. And can you imagine if they're all listening to it, and then the older kids from 7 to 18 or 17, and if it's all about responsibility and taking responsibility for their life and being able to, making decisions, good decisions for themselves and good choices, as is the 0 to 7. It's and high self-esteem. Can you imagine if we all had those programs, in these positive programs running in our brains? There just wouldn't be the issues, the problems, the comparing, the separation spiritually, because we are all one. There wouldn't be any of that, or there'd be much, much less. And those of us that are happy and reprogrammed, rewired with programs that serve us, it would just be an immensely more beautimous place. And that is a vision I have. And this is why I come day after day after day. It's one of the reasons. It's part of my purpose. And so I'm very, very grateful if you can share these videos. I really would really appreciate it. And we will talk about fear. We'll talk about all these things because, very honestly, when we have peace around things, when we have something, even if it's not exactly what we believe in, if it's something that can help us, a tool that can help us to find peace or find something that we can work with, because that's what I do. I share practical tools. My practical spirituality, it's all about tools, practical tools that you can put to use easily, because if it's not easy, you're not going to do it. This is why I love Dr. Shad Helmstetter's self-talk language. It's easy. You're listening to it passively, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, you're done. Unless once you can listen more if you'd like. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it's easy, and it's very practical and easy to do. So we're all very busy. So if it's not easy to do, if it's difficult, we won't do it. So I leave you with that, and I love you so very, very much. Oh, I know you can do this. You can find your purpose. You can do and be change absolutely anything. I believe in you. Absolutely, I believe in you. And I love you so very, very much. Oh, now there's a mosquito buzzing in my ear. Bzzzt. And and I know that you can find your purpose. I hope you set a goal to do that. My goal is to find my purpose before the end of the year, or however you'd like to say that. I believe in you. You're amazing. And I love you so very, very much. And as always, shining my light to brighten yours. We'll see you tomorrow. Ciao. Oops.